Hey guys, Luetin here, welcome back for some more Planet Coaster. Now, my previous video was a little bit sort of constructional. We were looking at the early elements of path building, laying in rides, but here we can see a much more finished park element. You can see the characters here, all their animations and facial expressions and just their kind of enjoyment getting ready for the rides. And here we're seeing a kind of showcase of a lot of those rides. So we have a lot of these thrill rides. Now, one of the questions somebody asked me was, are you able to customize those thrill rides more? Because in previous titles you could kind of smack them down and that's all there was to it. The answer is kind of. I mean, you can kind of customize their colors and so on, as we've seen in previous games, but ultimately a thrill ride is a thrill ride. You're not going to be able to do that much with it. But what you can do is customize all of the environment around it, and that's going to be the real feature there, to be able to create those things. And you can see here, you know, you can start really building in so much detail with those, with the signboards and all these kind of things. The animatronic characters look better than ever. Another question people asked was, would those signboards that we see, you're going to be able to put in your own signs and information there? Yeah, I think you are going to be able to do that. They said that, again, it's not in this early alpha, but it's definitely on the radar for something to do there. The design and the beautification element, the creative element of the game is something which is going to be a massive, massive thing. Really, a park is going to be, you can push it as far as your own imagination can take you. You know, really, that's going to be the thing, is how you design it. Your creativity is going to dictate the quality and the look and feel of your park. And you can really build high density. You can build a lot of stuff in a small space, and it's the fact that it's not on a grid system that enables you to do that. Also, we've got the classic day-night cycle, so you can see a lot of your parks going to have fantastic lighting and stuff at nighttime, and they also have their own sort of theme music and so on, as we have seen in previous titles as well. But the real focus for the alpha is this kind of beautification, the creativity tool, because they really want people to get to grips with sort of building the creativity into the park and focusing on that element, and then giving them feedback about it, because this is one of the things that really makes your park come to life, makes it unique, makes it, you know, an exciting park to be in. So they really want to push that, see how people use those tools, and then further that, because a lot of the rides, as I say, you know, in terms of customization, there's not so much that you can do with things like a thrill ride. Roller coasters, obviously, you can be able to create them however you want to build them using the roller coaster building tools and so on and so on. But the other stuff, you know, you place the ride in there, but then it's down to you to kind of focus that area. So that's really where they're pushing this alpha, in terms of getting feedback from that, ideas from people. You know, this is what we have so far, what can we do better, how else can we do these things? And also we can see the roller coasters in here, and they've decided to actually give roller coaster access in the alpha, which they weren't initially. That's really exciting, because people really, really want to be able to get on with that straight away, give feedback about it. So it's great they've decided to give us that there. So we're looking here at the grid-based modular building tool again. Now, right now the skins in terms of these buildings is somewhat limited, but again, you got to remember, early alpha, we're going to get more skins for buildings as we go along. And again, whether or not that'll be a feature that people can mod and sort of bring in there in terms of creativity, not sure, because they want to keep that kind of consistency going on with the park. But again, you know, from my experience of playing on the day, we were able to, I spent a long time building, kind of like with Ed, one of the guys from the dev team there, we were able to spend some time building a kind of custom food court with loads of different elements in there, and you can see this stuff builds up really, really quickly. That's obviously speeded up a time zone thing there, so you can see just how it develops, but you can put stuff together very quickly, very easy, and that's been the real focus of this game, is making it fun and intuitive. Now, as I say, when you think about other games like Skylines, that's one of its best features, is that it's so intuitive, so quick to build stuff. You can just pick it up and get straight into it, and that improves your workflow. It improves the workflow. You don't find yourself finicking around going like, oh come on, why won't this just work? And that's why it's such a good game. It's one of the major features of Skylines, and it's so good to see that they've taken that on board with Planet Coaster, and it's one of the things that's making the game work really well. Tell me your thoughts down below, guys, about Planet Coaster. Loads more stuff coming up, and can't wait to get in with the alpha. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.